I've mentioned it in several of my videos about my MPK app, which is Master Your Punting and Kicking. So what I want to do for you is I want to give you the ability to watch and learn from what I consider to be the most important part of kicking, which is the plant foot position. This comes directly from my app and it's yours for free. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you learn a lot. Step 6 is the most important, in my opinion, the most important part of a field goal, and that's plant foot position. The plant foot position changes based on what you're kicking off of. If you're kicking off the ground, off a 1-inch tee, or off a 2-inch tee, your plant foot is going to change positions. So let's talk about for a second, what is the perfect plant foot position? Kickers and punters in the NFL and in college have to kick field goals off the ground. So kicking the ball off the ground and kicking the ball off a tee changes your plant foot position. So there's 3 parts to a plant foot position that makes it a perfect plant foot position. We're going to talk about width, depth, and direction. So the width is how far you are away from the ball, this way. Depth talks about how forward or back your foot is, and direction is the direction that your toe is pointing. So the easiest one, let's get this out of the way, is direction. You obviously always want your plant foot to point down your intended target line. We're going to talk about this in a little bit more in depth in a second, but the reason why that is because your hips follow where your plant foot points. The second thing we're going to talk about that does not change whether you're off the ground 1-inch tee or 2-inch tee is the width, or how far away from your ball your foot's planted. And a good rule of thumb is roughly a foot's length away from the ball. It could be just a hair wider, but probably not any closer. The thing that changes is the depth, or how far up and back your foot is in relation to the ball. So off the ground, it's going to be roughly your heel even with the bottom of the ball. We have to know why. So the answer to the why question is, if you can imagine a golf club, for any golfers out there, the golf club has an arc of its swing. So the purpose of the arc of the swing, we want to hit the golf ball at the bottom of our swing arc because the ball's on the ground. Well, with our plant foot in this position and our heel even with the bottom of the ball, we're going to hit that ball at the bottom of this swing arc, allowing us to get maximum distance and height on the ball. Now, you would think that would be a little bit deep, but actually it's the perfect place to get maximum height and distance. Now, as the ball comes up off the ground, let's say you go to a 1-inch tee, your plant foot is actually going to move backwards. It's going to move about to the back of the arch, even with the ball. And the reason for this is, as the ball comes up off the ground, you don't have to hit the ball at the bottom of your swing arc now. You actually can hit it on a little bit of the up shot. So on a 2-inch tee, it will move back even further, roughly to the top of the arch, or even the knob of the big toe, even with the ball. And again, as the ball goes up off the ground, you can hit it on more of the upshot. So that's the reason why the depth needs to change based on where the ball is kicked from. So let's just for the way we're going to do it today, we're going to talk about ball being kicked off the ground. So we're going to have our heel even with the ball, a foot's length away, with it pointing down our intended target line. That's the key to a great kick, is proper plant foot position.